Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Hemlock Vale spoiler roundup. We got some new cards, a lot of Survivor stuff here, so why don't we dive in and get this show on the road with our first card, which is called Hold Up. This is a one-cost event. It's a tactic and a trick. Parlay, choose an enemy location and an item S in your hand. Perform a fight action against the chosen enemy. If you succeed, instead of dealing damage, play the chosen asset, reducing its cost by each point you succeeded by. So it's basically like that one card, Bryn, the I'll take that or whatever it is in the Rogue One. Very similar to that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what we needed, finally a way for Tony to actually be competitive.
Yeah.
To have a strong economy.
Yeah.
The art for this looks AI generated.
It doesn't. It doesn't look great.
It's not good, no.
I am curious though, because a lot of the art that in the past I was like, man, they've run out of the slush fund, all this new stuff. It's like actually was all old stuff. So I think maybe we're just at the bottom of the slush fund, of the slush pile.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rita can play this, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can Mark.
For two reasons. Probably not like great for Rita, but
No, because you still have to perform the fight action. I mean, you can do like this really strange ass dirty fighting deck, evade the guy, and then do this to do that.
That's a pretty solid card in general for Guardians, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's economy, right?
Yeah.
I think the flavor of it is a little bit strange in Guardian. It feels more roguey, but I understand them not wanting to, have another card like this in Rogue.
yeah.
Yeah. Anything that lets you just play something for cheaper is not going to be bad.
Mugging someone.
Yeah. Just Tommy Muldoon.
Yeah, how is this a tactic? Come here, Myra, I'll shoot you. Or a trick. What's the trick?
No, the trick is that that's a licorice gun.
Yeah, it's going to shoot a strand of licorice at the guy.
Yeah, it's not a real gun.
Are those real things?
No.
A gun made of licorice? Yeah,
No.
it is.
Oh.
Well, it was. It's probably not anymore, because... Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know.
It's not, what kind of licorice was it made of?
Black licorice. So that it looked like a gun.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. All right. Our next Guardian card is Guided by Faith. This is a 2-cost event. Spirit
Napoleon,
Blessed.
what are you doing here?
Investigate. You may use Brain instead of Book for this investigation. Before revealing Chaos tokens for this test, add 2 Blessed tokens to the Chaos bag. If a Bless or Elder Sign token is revealed during the skill test, discover 1 additional clue at your location.
That seems like not super great.
I mean, it's active Bless generation for a Bless deck. It allows you to put Bless tokens in while also continuing the game. When you would want that over Scene of the Crime, I guess is the big question, right?
Yeah.
Because, to make sure this actually gets that sort of thing, you need to also have, a Favor of the Sun, or just be damn good, or cheat, right? One of those. One of the 3.
I mean, it's, pretty okay for Sister Mary, where you can play, Olive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those things, just
Yeah, you don't mind, just investigating doing an investigation test where, you need the Bless token to pass because... your card's garbage if you don't draw it anyway, so you might as well all in on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is, only... In terms of Bless generation, it's pretty mild.
And it's a spirit for Calvin.
It is a spirit for Calvin, which his book and brain are usually the same stat.
You can get it with the boxing gloves.
You can get... It's another one for that deck.
Wow.
Wow. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
You're right.
You can play it in Father Mateo.
You can.
You can play it in Father Mateo.
Yeah.
Which is
use your 4 and say your 3.
Yep. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty good for Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just if you want to get a clue and put some Bless tokens in.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know how much it's worth it if you don't... I mean, I look at this card and I don't see the get 2 clues, right? I look at this card and I see get 1 clue, get 2 Bless tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's... I think the other one is just you have to build around it more, but I don't know if that's ultimately worth the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already playing a Favor of the Sun deck, it's probably a fine card.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. What's next? Vamp. She's a vampire. It's a 1-cost event. It's a trick parlay. Choose an enemy location and test any skill 3. If you succeed and you tested Brain, remove 1 doom from that enemy. Book. Discover a clue at your location. Foot. Automatically evade that enemy if it is not elite move to a connecting location. And Fist. Deal 2 damage to that enemy. Just punch that MFer.
Yeah, right. You show up and you're like, this song is dedicated to the guy who wouldn't stop yelling on the balcony. It's called I Hate You, Please Die. And then they do.
Yeah, then they do. Then they're
Then they
gone.
do.
Do you know what this card screams to me? Jenny Barnes. Because she's bad. But she can do all of them equally as needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like, if you're wearing fine clothes, anybody could do this.
Anybody can do this, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I guess that's kind of like one of the things that, like, I get it that, like, all the parlay cards that have existed so far have been a skill 3 test because of that's the number they have, because fine clothes makes it a 1.
Yeah.
But it kind of is one of those things where you look at it again, you're like, okay, just like another one where like how much the power of this card changes on if you hit your fine clothes or not. And it's kind of like not exciting, you know, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm doing this one thing.
Yeah, your deck's like
Yeah.
slightly above rate in efficiency if you have fine clothes and just garbage if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fun gameplay.
That's green, baby.
It is green, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but the problem is it's not green. It's that they're like pasting parlay onto all these cards and they all suffer for it.
I mean, like, I would like this, like, as well, also looking at it outside of the parlay, but just, like, if you look at, like, one mode, right? Like, with Tony, you know, if this, you just bring this as just another thing to kill with, and then, like, you get a big enemy with, like, 5 fist, and now it becomes a 3, right? You're basically getting unexpected courage out of it.
You like the evade and the fists are okay, and honestly, it just feels like the brain's just there to be there.
Yep, because it's the survivor. It's like, here, I'm here too.
Yeah, and the book one's like
Yeah.
just fine. It's not good, but it's fine.
I think it's fine because they actually, like, oh, Russ, you sneezing? Good boy.
He's allergic to Bryn.
Like with the book one, it's actually kind of like in the past, the fist one would have been deal 1 damage.
Yeah.
But now it's like actually properly balanced compared to 1 clue, which makes the fist one a lot more appealing, and I think the mode that interests me the most, right? Because I like
Yeah.
killing things as opposed to not. Not that our video that we recorded today would be any sign of that.
No. Never.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, it's cool if you're playing, like, big money green.
Yep.
Because you can be good at whatever you want to be.
Fuck, man.
Russ, you don't need to put your claws out when you're stretching.
Well, it's otherwise it's not a very good strategy.
That is true.
grab
I
my
actually,
fingers
I don't know what it feels like to stretch your claws, but I imagine it feels
Yeah.
great.
Probably does. Yeah, I think it's a neat card, but
Yeah.
neat and good are not necessarily the same thing.
All right. Next up, we're into some survivor cards for the rest of the video, baby, and we got Hatchet. This is a 2-cost item, tool, weapon, ranged asset that takes up your hand slot. As an action, you get a fight and add your foot to your skill value for this attack. This attack deals +1 damage, and if it defeats an enemy, discard Hatchet. Otherwise, lose control of Hatchet and attach it to the attacked enemy. Attached enemy gains as a reaction. When attached enemy is defeated, take control of Hatchet. Any investigator at Hatchet's location may trigger this ability.
Yeah, this one's just like a clarity issue waiting to happen. Like, how am I supposed to tell the difference between Hatchet Man and Hatchet Man?
Yeah,
Like, that's,
the
that's impossible.
the cultist with Hatchet in it is
Yeah.
Hatchet Man.
Yeah.
And we need Hatchet Man to come kill Hatchet Man.
Like, I don't know about that.
This is like fine.
Yeah, I think it's sweet. I think
It's
it's
a good
fun.
level 1 card. It's fun.
Yeah. It'll be great when we do our all Hatchet run, the 3 of us,
Yeah.
and just keep
We'll all
hatcheting,
just
guys.
throw hatchets at guys and hope that they never actually kill them.
Yeah.
Finish
Oh,
them
man.
off with other cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you kill the enemy with your hatchet and you have to discard it, but it's cool because you get 3 people's other hatchets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like, the rate of adding your foot is a great balance for the fact that you don't want to kill people with it.
Yeah.
Because, like, with a lot of survivors, that's 3 to 5, which is a big boost.
Yeah, this seems really solid for Rita.
Yep.
You evade a guy, and then you're like 10. Also, it's 2 damage. Yeah, here you go.
I mean, yeah, I suppose with
Yeah,
Rita, it's really
right.
nice. Like a 3 health enemy, you hit him with the hatchet, and then
Yeah,
just
and
ping
then-
him to death.
yeah.
It's a great weapon for Rita.
Good for York too. Discards itself.
Yeah. Just keep bringing it back.
Yeah.
I think it's sweet. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll give us a lot of stories when you play it, which is sometimes nice as opposed to just this card being like really good.
Yeah, I
I
suppose
hit
you
with the
can.
hammer
Can you
again.
play this in Kaimani? You might be able to play this in Kaimani.
Yeah, I think you can play it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Use it to chip a guy down before you discard him with your ability, and then never get your hatchet back.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's how that goes. All right.
Yeah.
What do we got next? We got upgraded Token of Faith.
Ah.
This card's wild. 2 cost, 3 experience, takes up the accessory slot, item charm blessed. As a reaction, after skill test ends in which one or more curse or autofill tokens were revealed, exhaust Token of Faith. Add that many blessed tokens to Chaos Bag. If this skill test failed, after resolving all effects from the failed test, the performant investigator may attempt that test again, max once per test.
That's
Man,
pretty
I
sick.
can't wait
Yeah.
for the game where like draw auto fail, deal 3 damage to Justin. Like, don't worry, I'll try again. Do
Yeah.
it again. Like, yeah. Anyway, whatever. You.
Like he's dead. Just, you're like, we gotta go.
We gotta leave.
Yeah, card's sick.
Yeah.
Basically just having like a, what is it, the live and learn for anyone across the map seems like a good time.
Yeah. No,
well,
having
they
the
have to have-
location is big.
They have to have drawn a curse or an auto fail.
Yes, yeah. They would need to have done that. Yeah. Which makes it so like reasonable. I guess there was a lot of people were talking at the beginning how this card was bonkers, but it is true. You need to like actually hit those. But in the right deck, seems like a good time.
Yeah.
I love this in like just endless Wendy, you know? Just can you take a million, you never fail and you always just get to keep going again and again.
I'll try
probably.
again. I'll
Yeah.
try again.
I'm not done. I'll tell you when I'm done.
Third time's the charm, baby.
Yeah.
15th time's the charm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got blessed tokens too. It's a cool card. It's a cool card. Russ, you dropped the die.
No, he rolled a 5. It's pretty good.
You gotta keep it by your ears.
Yeah, protect it with your life.
Yeah.
Next one here, we got Providential. This is a level 2 skill. It's innate and blessed. Okay, it's innate. I actually don't know this one. Commits for a brain, a fist, and a wild. Okay, I'm interested. If this skill is successful, add 1 blessed tongue in the chaos bag for each damage or horror on you, whichever is less.
Yo, I've been sick today.
It would have, wouldn't it? Yeah.
5, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems like pretty alright. I think it's level 2. It should be pretty good.
Yeah. I guess this is like one of those weird things where like if you're having a great game, you're going to be looking at this card being like, what the heck
Yeah,
are you
its
doing here?
guts are overpowered. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ultimately, I think it's pretty mad though. For like 2 experience, it's a card that's good when you're losing.
I mean, I suppose it's obvious that you could say, hey, this is good in Calvin because
Yeah.
like it is. It also has like both stats that he wants to use. I'd play it in Silas too because Silas is usually living in like that world and he can get it back for like any test, which is really nice with his Elder Sign.
Yeah, it's solid if you like actually want the blessed tokens.
Yeah, if you're playing,
actively
yeah.
want them, yeah.
But what art? That's old art too, right? That's
Yeah, almost.
that's
certainly.
bringing back a memory, and I don't know of what card, but this card is something I've seen before.
It must be from Call of Cthulhu 'cause I don't recognize.
No, I think
second
it's
edition.
from Eldritch. I think it's from Eldritch. It's one of the
Eldritch.
many like cards, like the status cards we get. That's what it's like, a tiny card in front of me, and I'm like, you look familiar. It could also be Elder Sign. It could also be Elder Sign.
It's gotta be Elder Sign, and I can't think of any Eldritch Horror cards either.
Maybe it's from the Mask of Nyarlathotep expansion, so it's like the one we've played the least and seen the least of.
Maybe.
Maybe. They need a really good, and I don't know who they are, but they need to make a Arkham Files wiki where we can see all the cards that have used the art, and we can be like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that.
That would be nice.
Look at that. That's there. Like how in fucking the biggest crime for me that this game has committed is using the Leo Anderson second edition art on Trigger Man.
Yeah.
Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
That card's pretty bad.
It is, yeah. All right. Next one here, we got Persistence. Hank Sampson.
Oh, that's Hank.
A level 1 skill commits for a while. Innate, you may commit Persistence to a skill test from your discard pile. If you do, shuffle it into your deck after this test ends.
Yeah, it's kind of sick.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is like me in a card, right? Just skill card that you can get more value out of. Not much to say. I like it. I like it in Patrice, you know? Just like you can get a lot of uses out of that.
Really good in Wendy.
Really good in Wendy. Really good in Ashcan Pete.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, those discardy guys.
Yeah.
I'll play the hell out of it in Silas too. Just
yeah, it's
more
really good for
wilds.
signatures.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's like 2 wilds.
Yeah. Oh, Min is, Min
And then
as
it
well.
gets 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
This might be a neat card to play in a Finn deck, because you can use it to stop your stupid.
Oh, Finn actually
weakness.
can't play this one.
Can he not?
No, because he only does
He
level
gets-
0.
Does he not get
No.
0/1?
No, it sucks.
For sure he gets 0.
No,
No,
he
he
doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't. It's you have sorry, Bryn, you've walked into another dimension. Your old dimension blew up and this is where you're
Gone
continuing
forever,
it. Yeah. It's gone forever. That's funny. I mean it's not. You're going through a personal tragedy right now, but in this new dimension that's very funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think the card's sick. All right. I think this is our last one for this video. We got Pelt Shipment. This is a dash cost asset. Item supply. While Pelt Shipment is in your hand, your maximum hand size is reduced by 3. When the game ends or you resign, if Pelt Shipment is in your hand, reduce the experience cost of the next new card you purchase before the next scenario by 1.
That's kind of neat.
All right.
Experience reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, the color's wrong though. It should be purple.
It should, yeah.
Purple gets to do this.
Yeah, why would red do
It is
this?
really
Red doesn't
strange
need
in
it.
Survivor, right? But I mean, like,
I suppose it like is payoff. Well, not payoff, but like enabler for like the exile deck.
Exile, yep.
I guess only.
It gets you your easier to get to like deja vu, and then you can just start going for it. I think what also I like about what I don't know if it's good, but what it makes me think is that other people can now get some experience and also play like the discard stuff without having to actually need the ability to discard, right? I don't know if that's good, but it could be something you could do with it.
you throw this card away so it's not in your hand, and then you resourceful it back
Yeah.
to your hand
Yeah.
before
Or scavenge it back. It is an
scenario
item,
ends.
right?
Yeah.
Just like,
It's level 0, you can scratch for supplies back.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
supply too. You can put it. You can
can
just
just-
keep it in
Your
your
backpack and just like watch it in there and be like, all right, can't do anything with this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but that like say likewise, you discard your backpack and then like you cheat it back in later, right? With scrounge for supplies or resourceful, I think is super doable. Because I mean, that seems kind of fun. Like in the last few turns where you're going to be grabbing clues or killing the last enemy, you just use your resourceful to just like
Your teammates are like, "Can we take the risk for the victory?" And you're like, "Nah,
Yeah.
gotta spend my turn putting this back in my hand."
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious to see how it goes. And I mean, it was one of those things where like to me this reads as like
Yeah, that's
flavored
fair,
dissonance,
that's
but
fair.
I suppose that like this kind of also was still happening in places back in the 20s, right? Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, which like to me seems I'm like I see like 1800 for this, but it's got to still been happening then. Learning something new. Wow.
Yeah.
Russell, don't bite, don't attack Bryn.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. Those were all the spoiler cards from this. I think we have one more batch of spoiler cards that are going to be dropping over the next few weeks, so we got to talk about those. And then, hopefully soon, we'll get the entire box in our hands and we can actually start like theory crafting and looking at the cards in the full perspective of them.
Maybe.
Maybe. Fingers crossed. Or maybe we'll die before then, or maybe our universe will,
Yes,
and we'll go to a new one where Finn can play rogue 0 to 5 cards. I want to get
Yeah,
him
but
there.
not yellow
Survivor
cards.
0 to
No.
1.
Yeah, and Survivor 0 to 1. No yellow cards though. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one, and as always, GG's.